Is Palpatine stronger than Snoke? Obviously, we've seen a lot more of Sidious, or Palpatine, than Snoke, but even from the short clips of Snoke we've seen in The Force Awakens and related books, we can kind of get an image of Snoke's power and how he goes about running the First Order. And then, of course, we've had plenty of time with Sidious in the prequels and the original trilogy, and I will be considering Palpatine in the prequels as Sidious because really, that's who he was under the facade of deceit. Now, for this video, and because we'll have to wait until episode 8 and 9 to really get a grasp of Snoke's power in the Force, or even perhaps with a lightsaber, who knows, we will not be looking at that type of power. Rather, mental power, and the ability to control an empire, and that is what both Sidious and Snoke do. Right off the bat, I want to go to one scene in The Force Awakens, where for a moment, Snoke seems to be in shock, panic, angered by Kylo Ren's failure to tap into Rey's mind.
The scavenger resisted you.
She is strong with the Force. Untrained, but stronger than she knows.
And the droid?
Ren believed it was no longer valuable to us. That the girl was all we needed. As a result, the droid has most likely been returned to the hands of the enemy. They may have the map already.
Then the Resistance must be destroyed before they get to Skywalker.
He is also unaware that Ren abandoned the droid BB-8, carrying the map to Luke Skywalker, and in the moment seems to be removed from the course of action, leaving it to his subordinates. In another scene, General Hux is telling Snoke what should be done, illustrating his own plan when the First Order's other plan had failed, and Snoke seems to concede to accepting the plan like he didn't really want to, but it looked as though it was the only course of action. These types of moments are very rarely seen when concerning Sidious, and we've seen a lot of scenes with Sidious. In almost all of them, he is calm, collected, and seems to know a lot more than everybody else in the room, always ready with a plan if another should fail, and they rarely do. There are moments where he seems to lose certain battles or plans seem to fail, but it barely matters because there's always another plan, another option that he foresaw needing at some point in the future. Sidious is also a very omniscient character. He knows what others are thinking and doing. He knows how well his plans are going and whether or not they have failed before the information is even brought before him. Now, it has been theorized that Snoke is an ancient Sith being or entity from the unknown regions, which would make him a very, very powerful Sith. So it's possible that he is so powerful and his rule is so grand that the First Order and their plight just doesn't really concern him, because maybe if the First Order fails, it doesn't really affect him because he has so many other plans and arrangements. So he isn't concerned with acting omniscient when it comes to Kylo and the map to Luke Skywalker. But I find this whole theory slightly unlikely because he does seem to care quite a bit about finding Luke, and the First Order seems to be the best way of doing so. So in the end, is Sidious more powerful than Palpatine? Well, from what we have seen from the two of them, when it comes to ruling an empire, it does seem Palpatine has the upper hand, as he is so omniscient and always ready with a backup plan should another fail. Now, of course, when it comes to powers in the Force or with a lightsaber, we really have no idea. We'll have to see more of Snoke, and even for this video, it's based off of a few short clips of Snoke, which isn't great. However, we do still get to see how he goes about ruling, so I think we have enough information to make a preliminary video, I guess. So thank you all so much for watching. Wow, it has been a long time since the last Boring Hen upload. A very long time. I apologize. It seems like I'm saying that a lot. It seems like Boring Hen has taken a few too many breaks, if I were to say so myself. Anyways, let's hope that doesn't continue. Boring Hen back on the rise, you know what they say. Anyways, no one says that actually. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Subscribe if you really want to. It's up to you though. Like, it's totally up to you. Totally your choice. But if you want to, feel free. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Goodbye.